And, you know, if you treat these guys good, and here in Florida, we have really nice, good humidity in the air, and temperatures are right. So these guys can live a long time, you know. And if I'm not breeding them, because I can't breed them, that's going to give them even a much longer lifespan. I could possibly have these, you know, beyond. They may outlive me for all I know. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily. We're getting a little weekend extra video in this week. I've been going into the snake room, and you know, on the weekends I have to do some cleaning because Pablo's not here, so I got to give the monitors water. But you know, and Pablo usually stays late on Fridays, so sometimes we'll clean the big snake tubs because it's hard for Pablo to do himself. I'll hold like the big berms, which I love to do anyway. It's a good excuse to hold them. We were actually repairing the lights. I guess these snakes like to get around, wrap themselves around the wires of the lights and rip the lights off the ceiling of the cages. So we fixed that probably this coming week. I think we have a holiday on Monday. You know, the kids are home from school, so this probably on Tuesday or Wednesday I'll do a video. I'll show you all the well brand. Actually, we have the new cages up too. They'll be up by then, and I'll show you a little tour of the facility with all the new cages and the lights and which snakes we moved where, and hopefully we'll have that all done by probably Wednesday. You know, when I go in on the weekends, or if I go in late on Friday night, a lot of times I like to just kind of look through snakes that I love, like my blue cystic wolf snake. You're gonna get to see how he's doing. He's eating up a storm. So without me wasting any more time, let's go into the snake. What's up, guys? Look who I have here. My male Burmese python. Het for albino, het for caramel, het for pied. Look at this boy. What a beauty. We're cleaning his, well, not really cleaning his cage, we're fixing his lighting in his cage, so I'm holding him while Pablo's doing the dirty work. But I say this is the dirty work, although I enjoy it. Look at him. Look at this guy. Like I said, I love Burms. They got such a good personality. He's like a puppy dog. He really is. And he's not gonna bite me. He's like, until he bites you. I said, he's not a biter. These guys, that's why Burms are so popular. It's sad that we have such a problem here in Florida with them because they are great pets. I mean, if you want a big snake, this is way better than a retic. It's a much more mellow big snake. Say hi. All right, you're going back in your cage. All right, here he is. I got him in my little bucket here, so I can give you a better look at him. He's got some stuck shed on him. I've been trying to pull it off, but he's a big boy. Look at him. It's a big boy. Yeah. Blowing air. As soon as I took my hands off him, he started blowing air. He's like, all right, I'm free. As soon as I touch him, he knows, all right, Daddy's still here. And I'm not going anywhere. I'll just pretend that I'm a good boy. These guys love, once they know they're on their own, no one's around, they want to just take off and do whatever they want. But Burms all blow air. They're big air blowers. They're big blowhards. It doesn't even mean that they're in a bad mood. That's just what they do. They'll blow air to try to like intimidate you a little bit. But if he wasn't in a good mood, he'd be essing up and, you know, looking to strike. But he's fine. He's fine. He's in a good mood. He's a good boy, right? You're a good boy? We're trying to get your lights. Don't pull your lights down. We want to be able to see you. We like to have lights in there. We're going to probably be getting inspected by the FWC, you know, for my prohibited species license. I've been renewing it this month, and I submitted the application. Hopefully, we'll probably get an inspection pretty soon, set up, and we'll be good for another year. So we love our Burms. And we love our anacondas. We don't want to lose the ability to have them, so we got to make sure we do comply with all the inspections and all the application stuff, and you know, it's important. If you want to be trusted by the state with being able to have these big snakes, these big constrictors, you have to comply with their regulations. Not many people have that ability, so I really, you know, I don't take it for granted at all. I feel like I have an obligation to do things responsibly because they are entrusting me with the ability to have these big snakes and in an educational capacity. And that's important to me, you know. They're snakes that I really love, and it's not even that breeding these big snakes is cool and everything. Don't get me wrong; it's cool to have baby Burmese, but it's really I actually enjoy them when they're when they're big, even more so when they're small. When they're small, they're a pain in the asses because they're a little frisky. Sometimes they're a little bitey. They're very nervous. It's when they get to this size, when they get bigger, they're like just really calm down a lot and become much more manageable and become cool little pets. And if you treat these guys good, and here in Florida we have really nice, good humidity in the air and temperatures are right, so these guys can live a long time, And if I'm not breeding them because I can't breed them, that's going to give them even a much longer lifespan. I could possibly have these, beyond. They may outlive me for all I know. So it's all good. As soon as Pablo's done over there, I'm gonna put this guy back. Yep, here's one of my albino 66% het AXANTHIC or het snow carpet pythons, females. This is a 19. I've been growing her up for almost 4 years now. She's still not ready to breed. You can see these guys take their time. She's been really killing the rats though. So I suspect we're gonna see some good size added on her this next year. Hopefully by next season this time, she'll be ready to go. And she's beautiful, and we can see if we can prove her out to be het snow. And that's obviously the game plan at this point. I have a bunch. Here's actually one of my snow. This is my snow male here. He'll be going into the breeding rotation again. He's already proven himself as a good breeder. I have I have a 2020 here, caramel albino. So it's a caramel albino plus albino. And I guess we call this the sun glow in carpet pythons. And she's small, but she's got another probably 2 years to go. And she's really beautiful. Can't wait to breed her. And there's our potentially, I don't think it's a zebra albino. I thought originally it might have been a zebra albino. But it was baby, it looked like it. Who knows? It doesn't look too zebra-ish to me. It's probably just an albino. And this is a 20 also as well, so we got probably 2 years on her to wait. And like I said, no rush. Just growing these girls up. Gotta be very patient with carpet pythons. They don't breed early like ball pythons. All right, a little Corallus annulatus, or annulated boas, annulated tree boas, that is. They're all like bunched up. It's so funny, they're all on top of each other. I wouldn't even know if they're breeding or not. They just like to all hang out around each other. They will sleep all day long. And then at night, if you come in here, when it gets dark, they are just crawling everywhere. It's unbelievable, actually, because you would think that these things never move. At night, it's like night at the museum in here. They're out, they're doing their thing. So hopefully at some point, we get these things to breed. I don't know if this is gonna be the year or not, but they're definitely old enough, I think. They're 5 years old. Some of these girls. I think the male and the female is. So we'll have to keep an eye on these things. They're definitely doing well. They eat well. I'm excited. There's our beautiful palmetto corn snake, shaking its tail. A little rattlesnake. They like to burrow. They're definitely not display animals. That's for sure. She just shed. That's why I wanted to show you her. She was looking so nice, so white. Look at that beautiful pattern she's got. She doesn't want to show off at all. There she is. Look at that beauty. What a beautiful looking snake. Look at that thing rattling in my hand right there. We love you. I just moved the water ball, and here's the other palmetto corn. Beauty. This is our boy. He's really nice. If I touch him, he's gonna run away. So I'm just gonna film him because he's so beautiful. These are like This, in my mind, this is the best morph of corn snakes. I like the pied-sided, but these palmettos are just gorgeous. I mean, it's just such a random, chaotic pattern. I mean, that's nothing better. You know, we all like striping and regularity to our pattern, but and also when you see a snake that has chaotic patterning like this, it's just so beautiful. It's like a Picasso painting, you know. And I just think it's raw. It's like, it's just original. That's why we like paradoxing on our animals too. Beautiful. That's a nice lock we're seeing here. That is textbook too. And that's from an Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Enchi, double het, pied, and hypo. That's the female. The male is our Orange Dream, Ultramel, pied, that's het hypo. So there's a lot of potential here. Everything will be het Ultramel. We should make some really nice looking hypo pieds between both of them being Orange Dream, and there's Enchi in there. I think we have a lot of really good potential here. Yellow belly. There's also actually possible hurricane in that female as well, so I'm really looking forward to this. I really hope we get eggs from these two. There it is, another beautiful lock. Obviously it's breeding season already here at the ball python facility. And some of these guys skipped this past year and now they're going for this coming year, so I'll take it. Super Enchi Clown, female right there, being bred by a Super Pastel Desert Ghost Enchi Het Clown. So we could potentially, well, actually everything we would produce would be Het Desert Ghost. We could produce some clowns that would be Het Desert Ghost here. So we're not going to produce any visual Desert Ghost clowns with this breeding, but a lot of good potential here, for sure. We're gonna have a lot of nice babies, you know. Get that Enchi is gonna be in there. We might even get a lot of Super Enchi stuff because one parent is Super Enchi, one's Enchi. Everything will be pastel, and a 50% chance of getting visual clowns. So that's really cool. All right, a little update on my leucistic wolf snake. Really cool looking colubrid. You don't really see very often in the hobby. You certainly don't see leucistics very often. It's a black-eyed leucistic. It has no melanin. But a lot of times black-eyed leucistics are not completely white. They'll have some freckling here and there, which is kind of interesting how that happens. But if you look at the nose of the wolf snake, it has a very squared off jaw because of its big teeth. It's not venomous, this thing, at least not in front. It's not front fang venomous. I've never even been struck at by this guy. He's really pretty mellow. He's got a pink tongue. There's the system that he has going on here. And I think he's getting cooler the bigger he gets. Pablo said he's a great eater. We got him eating pinkies, but we sent them. We sent them with either frog scent or lizard scent they get from reptilinks.com. Check them out. Great product they have. It's like a liquid, I don't know what, liquid frog or like a liquid lizard. And you just put a couple of drop on the pinky with the fuzzy, and just, it's like crack for them. It's no problem. And these guys are lizard eaters or frog eaters, so that little scent makes all the difference in the world. And I'm going to film this little guy right now because he is leaving this coming Monday. This is my super extreme, or just, it's not really super. I don't use the word term super because it mixes people up. He's an extreme super hurricane, Enchi hypo, het rainbow. I think he's Enchi, might not be Enchi. I'm not sure about that, but it's probably one of the most extreme super hurricanes I've produced. And he's only a couple weeks old, so he's leaving. One of my customers purchased him. Very good pickup. Nice way to get into the the ultraviolet project, which is a super hurricane Enchi rainbow project. A little cheaper because he's only a het rainbow. He's not a visual, but he's got some real extreme hurricaning. Look at those little double bicep poses all down his back and on the top. Just pretty amazing. You know, I haven't showed you this little girl in a while. I was, looking at all my scaleless animals I have, and I said, where's my VPI AXANTHIC scaleless? I forgot all about her, which might be one of the nicest ones, although the banana clown super microscale I think has it beat. But this one is really nice, and this one has some stuck shed on her. The reason I like to move all my scaleless animals over to that little rack right there is because I can keep an eye on them all because they need extra moisture. So I spray them down every day to make sure they can shed because they will shed once a week. You can see how clean this girl is. This is VPI AXANTHIC, so that means that takes out all the yellows. And this is also a super scaleless animal, or a super scaleless head. So that means it has 0 scales on it. Beautiful. It's also 50% het pied and 50% het hypo. So very valuable female. Probably more than likely I'll wind up keeping her unless someone really, really wants her and reaches out to me. Makes me an offer. Can't refuse. But beautiful. She is nice. So clean looking. One of the nicest scaleless animals. I'm really, I really produced some really nice stuff this year scaleless wise, and very happy with the way the banana clown came out scaleless, and I'm very happy with the way the VPI AXANTHIC came out as well. This in clown will be beautiful. So if she proves out to be het clown, that would be awesome because I could probably breed her to maybe my microscale. I still haven't proven whether the microscale and the scaleless headline are compatible. I believe they have to be. I think it's the same gene. Or at least it's allelically the same gene. But I haven't proven it out yet, so I don't know if anyone else has yet, but we'll see. I guess the microscale clown would be the way to do it because then I could produce, well, that wouldn't really do it either because what about her father? If we bred her back to her father, who is a VPI AXANTHIC scaleless het clown, yeah, that would be the way to do it. And then if the het clown and het clown line up, if she happens to be het clown, then we can do it. Yeah, that's gonna be, we're gonna have to do it with her father. It's the only real way. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas as the sun sets on Cape Coral. It's still very warm out here. Hopefully it's still warm up by you guys up north. If not, it's time to move down to Florida here, or at least come south. All right, this coming week, like I said, I think we have a clutch hatching in the incubator. I suspect we're gonna get some eggs on the ground. I forgot to tell you guys, I had what I believe to be a super manner, and I was trying to prove her out. Ball python, she slugged out 6 slugs. I bred her to a Mario Desert Ghost, who would have been a really, really good pairing. I'm really upset, but you know what? We had a lot of successes this year. We had some failures. That's the way it goes. You can't get down on yourself. My good friend Slav, he was importing a snake from Europe. The thing died in transport, and he's having a nightmare experience trying to get his money refunded and insurance go through. And plus, he wanted the snake, and there's no more of them. So things happen. Bad things happen, in, whether breeding or transport, or you got to roll with the punches. Get back up. And as Rocky would say, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep on going. And on those wise words, guys, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.